let's talk journalism. There's a journalism of old and what journalists must be today. To which I say Joy-Ann Reid is the journalist of today. Many may not like her technique, but it's the only technique that actually works against folks like Donald Trump. The old form of journalism allowed this side says this, the other side said this, because we knew in the aggregate, they were both coming from a position that they believed in and a position that wasn't inherently biased against truth. Now, I'm not saying that they didn't know they were spinning, but it wasn't necessarily an absolute bias against truth. Now, I want you to watch how she interviews this reporter, Jonathan Allen, because it's very important. Jonathan Allen, old style journalism, which for all practical purposes allows Donald Trump's narrative to come through untouched. Because again, it's what this person said and not the analysis of what this person said or taking it one step deeper. Check this out, then we'll take it on the other side.
Donald Trump has done a new thing where people who raised $2.5 million for him, for his legal defense fund, get to get a personalized pair of his gold Never Surrender high-top sneakers, according to a donor access program menu shared with NBC News. So basically, the $300 sneakers will cost you just $2.5 million in fundraising. How many takers are there for those?
Don't have an exact number yet, Joy, but there certainly will be some. I think somebody much smarter and more interesting than myself once said, it's got to be the shoes. That's, I guess, what gets you to give $2.5 million. They did not say how they would be personalized.
Yeah.
Many times things are signed. I don't know if this means Donald Trump's going to wear them around for a while,
sure.
But the shoes are the big thing that those donor access menu talks about. They also get access to Trump campaign officials
Sure.
and various updates and retreats and
maybe
things like
a nicer spot in the gulag if they criticize Trump and he gets angry. Let me ask you. You do a lot of reporting on Donald Trump, his promises and his campaign. What is he promising the ordinary MAGA who is willing to go to jail for him, in some cases commit felonies for him, the people who are out there at his rallies? What do they get? Because the super rich get super big tax cuts. He won't have an incentive to do another stimmy because he won't be facing another election. He'll be in for life. So there's not another re-election. So there's no reason to give them another check, another stimmy check. So what do they get?
Yeah, I mean, you're pointing out a very huge conflict in his campaign's sort of theory, or who it's marketing to here, obviously, raising all this money from billionaires who want their taxes cut, and also presenting himself as this populist. What do they get? He's arguing that they're going to get a better economy, that their boats will be lifted by a freer economy.
You mean a better economy than the one now with 3.8% unemployment and people getting their $30,000 student loan debt wiped out? Better than that with the stock market in record high and us drilling more oil than any country in human history? Better than that economy? How's he going to do that? He didn't do it the first time. I'm just being honest. The economy was worse when he was there. What's his plan for that?
I'm not making the case that he's right, simply telling you what he's telling folks.
Yeah.
But that's essentially what his argument is to folks at the bottom of the scale. And the folks, in terms of the folks who charge the Capitol, he's teasing the possibility of pardons for people he refers to as patriots.
Yeah, and those would be the most violent criminals that are currently locked up for assaulting police officers and committing mayhem, not just the ones who took a poop in the Capitol. Those people are already home.
Now, why is what Joy-Ann Reid did important? As soon as Jonathan Allen says, well, the way the Trump the Trump campaign intend to get something spoken about is they say X, Y, Z. In other words, we know that the Donald Trump campaign is only in for the rich. After all, even when he was selling the China tariffs, the tariffs against China, he made it seem as if he was doing something for the working class, the middle class, his constituency. What he was really doing is screwing them, right? And time and again, his tax cuts, his tariffs, all these things screw the working class. So you need someone who is going to, for every time Donald Trump says, I am doing X, Y, Z, let it be seen what the results are going to be, as opposed to saying, he said this, she said that, he said this, he said that. And that is what Joy-Ann Reid did as she interviewed Jonathan Allen. He made the comment and she pulled what the reality is. We need a new form of journalism on cable TV when dealing with Donald Trump. And now all the people that he has created, the right wing that's been there before he was, and how folks like the Heritage Foundation puts information out. It is essential that we leave no stone unturned. It is essential that we take care of interviewing in a manner that does not allow a false narrative to go unchallenged.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number one, subscribe to our channel. And number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.